Today I want to share the same tips with you that also helped me to become a strong defensive player. So in today's lesson I will show you the different types of safety shots, in which situation you should play what type, and at the end I'm going to introduce you to the training game Defensive Ghost that I created to train my own defensive game in a more entertaining way. But before we start, just one short announcement for my patrons. Currently there's a raffle with different prizes, so if you're a patron make sure to participate. I will put the link in the video description. And now let's start. Basically there are 3 different types of safety shots that you can play. On the one hand we have shots where we just have to control the cue ball. On the other hand we have shots where we have to control both the cue ball and the object ball. And last but not least, shots where we just have to control the object ball. And the part where most beginners struggle is to choose the right type of safety shot. So here are some examples for shots where we just have to control the cue ball. You usually play those shots when you're 100% sure that the cue ball will land where you intended to. If you manage to do that, you don't have to take that much care of the object ball. But there are also some situations where players are trying to just control the cue ball even when it's not that easy to get the cue ball exactly towards the intended position. Look at this example. I'm trying to get the cue ball into the safe zone behind the group of balls, so I'm just concentrating on controlling the cue ball. And what happened? I just hit a little too hard and now my opponent can make the one ball rail first. And even if I got the full save, a jump shot would not be that hard since nowadays almost every player can jump. So the mistake I made here is not that I hit too hard, I concentrated just on the cue ball, so it was a wrong selection of safety type. I should have chosen the type where I control both the cue ball and the object ball. So I'm playing this shot again, and this time I'm trying to get the cue ball behind the free ball, and the one ball should definitely come to rest somewhere in this area and not right in front of the pocket. So this looks a lot better this time. But now let's assume the blocking free ball is in this position. So this time I didn't get the save behind the free ball, but I managed to get the one ball exactly towards the center of the short rail. Of course my opponent has now a clear shot on the one ball, but I didn't risk to sell out with an easy shot from my opponent if I didn't get the safety, like in the previous example where the one ball came to rest right in front of the corner pocket. Look at this example. Again, I'm choosing the safety type where I'm just trying to control the cue ball and to bring it behind the 2 ball. But if I miss the save, I have no clue what type of shot my opponent will get because I'm just concentrating on the cue ball. So instead, I'm again concentrating on both balls, the cue ball and the object ball. I have to make sure that the one ball stays somewhere in this area close to the long rail, so even if I don't get the save, I won't leave a clear shot for my opponent. Now let's have a look at the type of safety shot where you just have to control the object ball. In my opinion, if you don't play the type of save where you just control the cue ball, of course if you're 100% sure where the cue ball will land, then you always have to play the type of shot where we just control the object ball. Okay, let's say 80% of the time. And that's because controlling 2 balls at the same time is also the toughest type. So your main focus should always be on the object ball. Here I'm trying to control both balls at the same time. I want to get the cue ball behind the 6 ball and the object ball onto the long rail. But this is very tough to do, and in some cases even not possible. So because here I try to control both balls at the same time, I completely misjudged the shot and left a shot for my opponent. Instead, I should have just concentrated on bringing the one ball somewhere into this area, like on this shot. I didn't get the full save, but I left no shot for my opponent. And that's always the most important thing. Getting the cue ball also safe is just a bonus on these shots. Of course, you can also try to do something with the cue ball as well, but if your control over the object ball suffers because you're trying to do some stuff with the cue ball as well, then you're in danger. Here you can do this, for example. I just concentrate on the object ball and try to bring it towards the end rail again. But I also try to get the cue ball to the other short rail because I don't have to do something special and just play a follow shot. So the control over the object ball doesn't suffer from that. Before I'm showing you the defensive ghost game, let's summarize real quick what we've learned so far. There are 3 types of safety shots: cue ball control, both ball control and object ball control. If you're 100% sure where the cue ball will end, we can play the cue ball only safety. If not, our main focus is always on the object ball. And if the object ball control doesn't suffer from it, we try to control the cue ball as well. That's pretty much it. Of course, in each category there are plenty of options you have, but doing a video which covers all those options in the different categories is just not impossible to produce, or probably would have a length of 20 hours. But I hope I gave you a push in the right direction in this video. So now let's introduce Defensive Ghost. I think every one of you knows how to play against the Ghost. If not, consider to watch my video where I'm playing against the Ghost. I will give you the link in the description, of course. So this game is aimed to train your defensive game against a non-existing opponent, and it will also train your kicking game. Every shot we play is played by ourselves and not the Ghost. We're breaking, and if we don't have a clear view in the one ball, we can push out, of course. Now we're just trying to play a save. If we get the full save, that means the Ghost cannot hit the one ball directly, just with a kick or jump shot, we get 1 point. Here we didn't get a full save, but the Ghost can't make the ball directly into a pocket, so no one gets a point. So we continue and again play just a containing safety, no point again. This time we get the save and get 1 point. Now we have to play a kick shot. Whatever happens on this kick shot, no one gets a point. So it's basically a free shot and will train your kicking game. Here we didn't get the save. The Ghost has a full view on the one ball and can make the combo, so the Ghost gets 1 point. We got the save this time and have a free shot where we have to kick again, so we get another point. You can choose how many points you have to make until you win one game. I decided here to just play a total of 3 points each game. After you or the Ghost has 3 points, you rack the balls up again and continue. And then you just play like a normal match and make a race to 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever you like. This is really a great and fun game to train your overall defensive game combined with some elements of kicking. You should give it a try and let me know in the comments what you think about it. Well, I hope you learned something new in this lesson. If you got value out of it, consider to like this video, leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in bonus material like the playing ability test, or if you want to become one of my students, consider to have a look at my Patreon page. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, see you at the next lesson. Take care.